Welcome back. Turn 8 beckons like a giant beckoning thing, so we'll get straight on with that. I did notice as I was editing the last turn 7, we actually killed a creature on here and he was in cover. Always forgetting about cover, but as it happens, even if we'd rolled 2 dice, we still would have killed him, so no great problem there. But I really do need to pay attention. It's, I don't know, no excuses. I just don't seem to be able to remember. Maybe it's because I'm looking through the camera instead of looking at the board, and no more excuses. So, turn 8, let's move the first player token to Frank and decide whether we want to play any tactical responses. Now we do have one for Frank here, which is a good one. 12 damage. But the problem is, he will only be left with 1 card if we do that. And Frank, we really need to have all his bullet cards because it helps him during the monster phase, because he can basically have 2 goes. One attack on his turn and an attack on the monster phase. So I think we might skip that, because we know from last turn that our top card here, because we're allowed to rejig our cards around, our top card, I already know because we put up on the top, is going to be this one, kill up to 4 minions and elites anywhere on the battlefield. So I think we'll hand fire for next turn for that. So I think we will just purely draw cards. So we'll draw Frank first. He needs to draw 3. 1, 2, 3. What have we got? We have AP rounds, bayonet, and M7 grenade launcher. So let's put those up here so we can see them. And there, okay, let's go to Maxine. So you can only draw 2 cards. She's only got 1 left. I should have shuffled those. Okay, let's just do a quick shuffle, one-handed shuffle there. Yes, well, that's 1 card she's picked. So, one-handed shuffles are not easy. I should have shuffled this before because I knew I was going to pick a card. Let's just do a cut. And there we go. So 1 more card and she gets slam fire. Put the bottom. Oh, so basically Max is full of bullets at the moment. Let's just put them into range order. So we know the top ones are range 1 and the bottom ones are range 0. That might help us out. Move on to Sunny. 1, 2, 3 cards for him. And we've got Satchel Charge. We know we're going to get that. Why am I looking so surprised? Incendiary Device and the High X. So we'll put the grenade on the bottom. Okay, so good selection of grenades there for Sunny. And let's move on. So what do we need to do? We need to get Sunny first. Sunny needs to get to here. Take Patrick with him. I think that's what we'll do, definitely. So without any further ado, we will move Sunny to there. We'll take Patrick with him. It's 2, both his movement points to move into there. Problem there is this one is going to get to us, but I don't see a choice on that unless we've got something that allows us to ignore difficult terrain. Yes, Frank could do that. So we could move there and we could move back. Might be worth doing that. Shall I or shan't I? You know what, I think we do. So I think Frank will play this one. So that'll allow us to move and move to, do you know what? We could get difficult terrain, we could go 1, 2, then we could move to here, or we could move back into here. No, we don't want to move there to cover. So I think we should move back. Let me just have a little think, I'll get back to you. Okay, no, I'm not going to play Frank's card because my intention is to leave Sunny there. I'm then going to move Frank on his turn around to here so he can hopefully attack this one as he moves across here. That's my plan anyway. So we'll leave that as it is. Sunny will flip this over. We'll do a search action for free. And let's see what we've got. Ah, Survivor. This is sort of been a really lucky game for me and a really unlucky game. I mean, I never get the 3 objectives within this amount of time. Trust me. So, Survivor. You find a terrified boy barricaded inside a cellar. He won't speak and is determined not to leave your side. Judging by the contents of the house above, there's nothing left for him here. Keep this card to indicate that you are escorting the boy. While you have it, your hand size is reduced by 1. If all heroes are in your location are knocked down, you lose the game. Place an intel token on the objective when you reach the exit and discard this card. So my hand size reduced by 1. So I'm guessing I have to reduce. Get rid of all my cards now, which I will do. I'll just have a think. Okay, I've decided to dump the haymaker. So I've got 2 of them, so I'll put that one there. And now we've got a survivor in tow with us, which I will put here so we remember that we've got it. So where does that leave us now? Basically we need to head for the exit. So I could play Frank's card now, which would be helpful. So I think what I'll do is I will change my mind and I will play Frank's card, play when an eye is moving to allow him to ignore difficult terrain, play that, and we'll actually move Sonny now into here. So that would have been 1, 2. So he's basically within 2 spaces of getting out next turn, which should be fine. So that's Sonny's go finished. Can't do anything else. He could do an attack, but there's really nothing to attack. We just have to be careful of this one here. In case he gets into range, that could be a problem because if Sonny dies, that's game over. So that could be an issue. Because if he came out here, he could go 1, 2. If he moved, he would be in range. So I'm thinking maybe at least if we move Sonny to here instead, he's never going to be in range of this one, but he's going to be in range of this one. But at least that only puts me in range of 1. So let's do that. Let's put him there, and it's done. So we move on to Frank's turn. Frank is going to move. He's going to go 1, and then he's going to move here. What does it say about the survivor? Let's have a quick look. If all heroes are in your location are knocked down. Okay, well that's good because at least we've got 2 in that location, so they need to knock both of us down for us to lose the game. So Frank will go there. He will hold fire. He will do nothing apart from wait for this guy to move into here and try and kill him. We have to hope this one doesn't reach. He will go 1, 2. Yeah, it's possible he could get there, but we can't plan for every eventuality. But that puts both of these in a position now that we can move straight out next round to the exit. So that leaves Frank. So that leaves Maxine. Maxine needs to get her arse in gear. How is she going to do this? Maxine can go 1, 2. That will put Maxine 1, 2. Put her there. And again, she'll be in range to get out next turn. We keep as many cards as possible. She will end up in range of this, but she's got 5 cards, so she should be able to survive. So let's just do that. So 1, 2. That's it. Turn finished. Hero phase done, and we move on to the monster phase. First of all, we move the threat track to there, which means we turn over 1 twist card. What have we got? When a minion or elite attacks using Brawl, its attack affects all heroes within its attack range. Okay, well I'm pretty sure that actually applies to the corrupted human. Is Brawl, it's the only Brawl attack a monster we're facing, and it does that anyway, so it's really, that's probably one of the best cards to have because it doesn't make any difference to us because he's already doing that. So now we move on to the monster phase, or rather we move on to the monster movement and attack. This is where we'll get a bit dicey. So we'll start with this minion here. He will go 1, 2. Let's get to the dice to see what he does. He moves one extra space. So he will move to here, but of course he can't attack because he hasn't got ranged attack. We'll now move to this minion here, which is going to come straight through here the quickest way, which will be, I guess, this one, which will be 1, 2. Let's see what he does. He does his ranged attack. Let's just double check. If he rolls for the special ability, attack range is increased by 1. So that'll give him a ranged attack of 1. He can't do anything either. And then we'll go for this one. And I guess he'll move in the same spot. See what he does. And he does blank, but we've got the twist card revealed. It says if a blank is rolled when activating a monster, resolve the monster's special ability. Well, the special ability is his attack is increased by 1, or his range by 1, and again he's in no position to do anything. So that brings us to the elites. This elite will move 1. Probably move to that one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Is that correct? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so 4 is within 4 spaces, so it doesn't really matter which way he goes. He moves 1 extra thing, so he will move to there, because he moves 1 extra space. He's still not within range, so that's good. Let's just do this one here. So he is going to move definitely to here and come towards Frank and Sonny. But as soon as he reaches this space here, before he can do anything, Sonny is going to go all out. And he is going to basically attack with 6 dice. Now the guy is not in cover. So we've got 6 dice, plus 2 additional, or plus 2 confirmed hits. We've got -1 on his resistance, so we'd need 7 hits. We've got 2 automatic hits, so 5. So we need to get 5 hits on 6 dice, and we get a reroll. I think that's enough. 5 hits on 6 dice. Definitely. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5 hits. He's not in cover, so that is good. So that they get discarded. This little fella here is dead, so we're moving from the board, and that leaves 1 left to do. Whichever this fella here, he'll move 1 out of the room. Let's just clear these dice up. And of course he will move 1 additional space, which will put him here, and unfortunately it will put him within range of Maxine. So the corrupted human will attack us with a brawl attack at range 1. Is there anything we can do to prevent that? I think Frank and Sonny are out of range. There's nothing that's going to help us within range 2, but let's double check. Oh, I'll tell you what we have got. Play after a monster attacks an ally to half its damage rounding down. We have to be within 2 of the ally, which we are. I think that'll be fine. I think that will be fine. Nothing for Maxine can play on herself. Play before an ally, play when a monster moves or attacks to make it target you, play when an ally. No, so I think we'll just maybe keep that one on the back burner there, and we'll see what happens. So it's basically it's a brawl attack, and it's 2 dice, and he scores 3. Yeah, 3. Frank can play that. Play after a monster attacks an ally to half its damage rounding down. It'd be half down to 1.5, which would take it to 1. So Maxine takes 1 damage. So I think she'll just take... She'll just take this one here, I think. take 1 damage. No problem, we'll discard that. That brings us to the end of the monster phase. Pretty sure it does. There's nothing else apart from spawning. So we will spawn. Only 1 to spawn, just 1 elite. I don't know why I'm rolling that die, because that is the wrong one. And it spawns with a 7. And 7 is... Where is 7? 7 is here, right behind us. Okay. So that brings us to the end of that round. So I think we'll just have a little pause there, and then we'll be back with round 9, which, let's face it, will be the last round. Okay, round 9. Hopefully we've been a bit lucky, and through no skill on my part, we have managed to get through fairly unscathed. So what we'll do is, first thing as usual, we will move the player marker to Maxine. And we'll decide if we want to play any tactical responses, and we may as well. We'll get Sully to play a tactical response, just in case anything goes completely wrong, but it shouldn't. Kill up to 4 minions and elites anywhere on the battlefield. So we can just kill this one, we can kill this one, we can kill this one, and we can kill this one. Done. Got to run for the exit. Yes. So cards. Sully can't draw any cards. Frank will draw 4 cards, and he's got headshot, bayonet, grenade launcher, and M2 AP rounds. So we'll put the bullets there, grenade at the top, brawl at the top, and another bullet there. Very good. And the leader, Maxine, will just draw 1 card, which is Stock Strike. So this is pretty much it. So Maxine will go first. She will move 1, 2, exit. Then we follow on to Sunny, who will move 1, 2 to the exit. And Frank will move, we'll bring Patrick with him, 1, 2 to the exit. So there we go. We have managed to reach the end. Like I say, I made a few mistakes at the beginning. We started off well. I messed up, and I messed up with the cover a lot. But the cards were lucky draws for sure, because I have played this where it has literally been the last card you're searching around for, so we were lucky. So can't say fairer than that. All done. If anybody wants to see me play the next scenario in this, then let me know. I'm willing to play it. I will try and pay a little bit more attention. What we should do, so that one is done, and we are there. So we've got all 3 of them done. Perfect. So that's it. Well, thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed my shoddy camera work, messing up quite frequently, bad editing, everything about my channel really, then feel free to like and subscribe and let me know what you think. Or is there any other games you think you'd like to see me play, then of course let me know. So thanks for watching, and bye for now.
It wasn't there. We had to fight through every inch of that god-forsaken village, only to find out that the artifact had been gone for hours. Henry pieced it all together from the diary. A farmer named Lucio dug up a sealed cask on his land, and thinking it was something valuable left behind by the Romans, cracked it open. Found a dirty cup wrapped in rotten linens. The genius brought it home and drank out of it, which gave him a bad case of the crazy. Henry says it's called Typhon's cup, and anything that drinks from it turns into a monster hell-bent on creating more monsters. And guess what else Lucio found out? Putting the damn thing in the village well counts as drinking from the cup. In the end, he was calling himself the cupbearer and working out a plan to bring the gift of crab legs and spider eyes to the rest of the world. According to the last entry in the diary, he's down in the copper mine outside of the village. Apparently they had to shut it down a few years ago because they dug into an underground river. I don't want to think about what will happen if the cup is able to taint the whole thing. Henry says you can't just drop the cup into the river to get the job done because the cup can't infect that much water. The bad news is he also thinks that Lucio can do some kind of mumbo-jumbo to make it work. We're heading down there to put a boot up his ass before he gets a chance.